Here we go. Well, here I am somewhere in the Eastern Sierras. The plan for tonight is to end up at some sort of alpine lake and set up camp. But the problem with that is it's looking like I'm gonna have to climb up this boulder field, which is gonna be kind of pushing my limits. So we'll see how it goes. If I wimp out, I'll just turn back and not end up dead. Man, I gotta admit, this uphill part is kicking my ass. It's basically just straight shale. You lose a step for every step you take. Let's play a little Dora the Explorer. Can you spot where the trail is? Because I sure can't. Oh man, and these pines are just beautiful. And then you got the pines, and then you got this, and it's just like, man, why doesn't everyone do this? This is just like the best way to spend a weekend. Man, it's just not fair that some things in the world are just this gorgeous. I mean, just the texturing of this, and then the fact that its roots are growing around this giant boulder. I basically keep going through this cycle of take about 20 steps, then pause for a little while, because this altitude's really killing me. Gonna have a little snack break before the final summit push, but whew, feeling good but tired. Well, on the map it looks like this is pretty much the last major obstacle, so I'm hoping I'll get up onto that ridge and I'll see the lakes from there and I can go to sleep. Man, I just checked my elevation and apparently I'm now at 11,000 feet, which actually might be a new personal best. I have to look back at my notes, but this might be the highest up I've ever been. Well, here's one of those beautiful Sierra Mountain meadows I've been reading about. It's so much prettier in person. Well, the bad news is I do have to climb up that, but at least it'll be fun. Getting to the end of the day. Man, that kicked my ass. That was so enjoyable. Oh man, here it is. Well, time to totally relax. It's like unbelievably peaceful. I mean, all you can hear are waterfalls and fishes splashing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here. I'll tell you what, at 11,000 feet, even just setting up your tent is hard. I'll be sitting still and I'll just completely run out of breath. Well, the sun's already starting to set at 5 and it's supposed to get down to 27 degrees tonight, so I have a feeling I'm in for a little bit of a rough one. So I had the realization this morning that I actually woke up at sea level in Torrance. You know, I live right next to the beach.
And now I'm 11,000 feet up into the air, which probably explains why I'm so out of breath and why I have kind of like a killer headache. So I think the purpose of this video right now is to just make sure that I capture it well so I could look back on it and actually appreciate how pretty all of this is, because I know it's really pretty, but man, I do not feel good. Alright, there's no way I make it through the night without throwing up, so I think I might need to just pack the tent up and see if I can make it down to a lower altitude, because I mean, I got 2 bites into the Mountain House meal and it just wasn't happening. Okay, I got all the individual stuff packed, so I just need to put it in the bag. I'm just gonna make it as far as I can before it gets too dark and, you know, hope that I don't get too sick. The good news is, even if I'm running out of light there, it looks like past these mountains, there's still a good bit of sunlight left, so hopefully I'll have enough light to see the trail. My goal is, as long as I can get through all of the dangerous sections of the hike while there's still some light, I'll be rather pleased. All right, with the last bit of purple hour, I gotta just scramble across this boulder field, and then I'm probably good to find a place to sleep after that. Well, this has certainly gotten a lot sketchier. I made it past the boulder field, but it took a lot longer than I thought it would. So now I gotta find a flat spot to set up a tent. I finally found a flat spot 2 hours later, so I am going to bed. The stars are beautiful. Probably gonna gaze at those for a little bit, but yeah, after that I'm out like a light. Well, it's shaping up to be another pretty day. I couldn't see where I was last night, but apparently I found a really good camping spot. Feeling a little bit better today, so hopefully the walk down won't kill me. I think consistently across the board, it's the sunrise in the Sierras that always like just wows me. Well, sun's getting high in the sky now, so it's time to pack up and get on out of here. It's mornings like this that make that altitude sickness worth putting up with. I mean, I felt like total death last night, and now I'm waking up and I'm like, I still don't feel good, but God, is it pretty. All right, we're all loaded up. Let's get going. Now this next part coming up scares the shit out of me a little bit, because it's basically just that super steep slope and it's all loose boulders and shale, and now I have to go down it, and so it begins. See, this is where I wish I had someone out here to help me film this, because I almost got my hands crushed by like 3 boulders that just were totally loose. Started falling the second I went past them. Yeah, you know, this trail was rated as hard, and I can definitely understand why, because I don't think I've ever had any trail almost take me out in so many unique ways. I think for this part I might just get on my butt and slide. Whew. Yeah, like that. Well, I almost just broke my hand, so probably not gonna film any more of this part. I'll cut to you when I'm at the trees. And just like that, the hard part is over. So it should just be pretty easy from here on out. But that was a great challenge. I mean, that was definitely pushing the boundary of what I'm capable of doing. So I'd say it was all in all a very successful weekend, altitude sickness and all. Let's ride.